can't compare yourself to Joe Biden. There's no way. And Donald Trump keeps saying that because he believes Obama's pulling the strings. I talked to him off camera about that. I talked to him on radio about that. I said, "Why?" And I corrected him on the radio interview. Please go back and listen. I said, "You mean Joe Biden?" He goes, "No, Joe Biden, he's convinced Barack Obama's running the country." That's why he says it. He wants you to think that.
Oh, Brian, come on.
And he thinks that's to his advantage.
That's good. That's good. You should be his manager, his campaign manager. That's good. That's a really good spin on that. No, that's a good spin on that.
I'm going to jump in, guys.
The bottom line is...
This video only proves one thing. There's no limit. Fox News and analysts, Republicans, supporters of Trump are willing to go anywhere for him. Make any lie make sense for him.
They were interviewing him 2 weeks ago, and they said, what would you advise President Obama? The whole world seems to be exploding.
Trump confused confused Biden with Obama earlier today. He's had some of these mental slip-ups at recent events. Earlier this past week, on the same night they were having that Republican debate, he was talking about how Kim Jong-un presides over a country of 1.4 billion people. Obviously, he was trying to talk about China, but he mixed that up too.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Trump was not making a logical leap that Biden is controlled by Obama. He literally forgot who he was running against.
There's another quote in the book that hasn't been published before. Rupert Murdoch saying, I had Trump on the phone in 2020, and Trump says to me, you're 90% good at Fox, but I need you to be 100% good. And Rupert says, you can't have that. Of course, that's very self-aggrandizing for Rupert, right? Blowing off the president of the United States, saying you can't have 100%. But the reality is Fox is 100% in Trump's corner. And if it's not now, it will be by the general election.
It's great that cable news networks are here tonight. MSNBC owned by NBC Universal. Fox News owned by Dominion Voting Systems. Last year, your favorite Fox News reporters were able to attend because they were fully vaccinated and boosted. This year, with that $787 million settlement, they're here because they couldn't say no to a free meal.
This gives Trump and his supporters space to talk about Joe Biden's mental deterioration while excluding Trump's. Their lies to cover up who Trump is and where he is absolutely important to even supporting him. Without the ability to understand that Trump is not a great business person because all he did was take his father's money and lose it in business idea after business idea and lie about how much he's worth, how much his property is worth, i.e. fraud. Without those things, Trump doesn't exist.
If President Trump didn't want something turned over, I assure you, that is something that could have been done, but he never would act like that. Okay, he is the most ethical American I know.
He inherited a large amount of money and blew it trying to do other things like steaks, schools, and whatever else idea Trump came up with. He couldn't even get philanthropy right. So this idea that Trump is amazing or that he is the best president ever relies on the big lie that anything he's ever told us is true. Fox knows that, but it's good for ratings. Most Republicans that are elected, I would say, know that this election wasn't stolen. Because here's what they're not willing to tell you. The idea that someone stole the election from Trump but allow other Republicans to win makes no sense at all. Why steal the election for some Republicans and give it to others? These same Republicans on the same ballots that unelected Trump aren't willing to say that their victory was fraud, but they are willing to say that Trump's loss was fraud, even though they were on the same ballot. Make it make sense. You can't make it make sense unless you've went down the MAGA rabbit hole, at which point I can say to you, wake the hell up. This country is not based on some elaborate scheme. Elections require hundreds of millions of people to participate. Why are we pretending that somehow 70 million plus people lied or are part of this scam? Or why is it that Donald Trump people are the only people that know the truth? Even about dumb stuff, ideas that make no sense. How is that possible? You believe an idiot. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. You've been ran amok, and you continue to let it happen because it feels good to your whiteness, your inner whiteness. I'm willing to jump out on a leap and say that those that follow Donald Trump are ignorant. Sorry. There's another word I want to use, but I need this video to go viral. I'm Mondale Robinson, and I won't curse. Have a good day.